Halo Infinite is going places. I've been playing Halo Infinite recently, and as someone who played the older Halo games, I've gotta say, I'm really enjoying what we've got so far. And there's a lot of reasons I'm enjoying this experience, and we will get into those, but I think I need to address the big overarching issue we have right now with pretty much every single FPS game, and that is that all of them just feel like they're not trying to do anything different. It feels as though all of them are trying to do the exact same thing, and there's only really been a few exceptions that have spiced it up a little. And Halo Infinite's multiplayer has came just in time when FPS games were getting a little stale. I'm glad we have this now because Halo sticks to its original formula, although it has been changing little bits here and there. It's been really nice to just notice how different Halo Infinite feels from shooters like COD. I think the simplicity of Halo Infinite's multiplayer right now is a huge reason we're all enjoying it. It doesn't have these crazy in-depth weapon attachments that do plus 0.2% less recoil and things like that. And because we haven't had a Halo game for a while, we can look at Halo Infinite, whether you're a new or old player, with fresh eyes, and I think if it's given the support in the future, Halo Infinite multiplayer is going to be going places. Because as of right now, I am with the majority. I'm just having a blast with this game. So how is Halo differentiating itself from other FPS games? Like, why is this standing out so much now? We may not have an answer to that straight away because there's still, I'm sure, a lot of content and updates and stuff for the future of the game. But as of right now, I just want to go through the good stuff, some of the bad stuff, just talk about the game. And I know I usually upload COD Zombies, but Vanguard's kinda dead right now. And it seems like a lot of us are enjoying Halo right now, so I think it'd just be good to talk about. If you want any more Halo content, then let me know. I'd be more than happy to make some. But the first thing I want to talk about is something I literally mentioned not long ago, and that is the simplicity of the game. There's a simple objective such as capture the flag, TDM, conquest or domination, whatever you want to call it, and a few others. And there's these big 12v12 player battles which are just absolute chaos. They are really fun. And you just start and you just get right into it. There's no picking a class. There's no having to run around for ages like in Battlefield. It really does a good job at just getting you straight into the action. You always start with an assault rifle and a pistol, and you don't really have to worry about having to make a class and have to be changing it, because Halo sticks with its simple, classic sandbox-esque mode, where if you want any weapons, you have to find them on the floor or on the wall, and this is very much the same with grenades and special abilities. A lot of older FPS games used to do this, and going back into that with Halo Infinite, it felt really refreshing, and I honestly forgot how fun that system is. And the simplicity of these weapons comes back once again. No more attachments, no more having to play to a meta. Warzone. Any type of gun you need is in the weapon roster, and they all provide different things. Although there definitely are weapons that are better than others, that is just standard practice in any FPS game, you can still go for your type of playstyle because there is enough variety. The weapon roster definitely doesn't feel oversaturated or like there's not enough weapons, and the weapons that are in it range from not too good to really, really good and are must grabs. What I'm getting at here is that I just think that the weapon roster right now is just in a very good spot. And the combat when you have said weapons is amazing. For real, when I get a kill, it just makes my brain explode dopamine. It's just so satisfying, it's snappy, the melee combat feels meaty as hell, and with Halo sticking to the non-ADS type of playstyle, it really contributes to making fights feel quick and fluent. Shields have always been a huge thing in Halo, and this adds to what makes the combat so good, because the time to kill is so important in multiplayer games. Whether it's 1v1s, arena shooters, battle royales, anything, time to kill is a really hard thing to balance, and to be honest, I think Halo having the shields gets it right, and it feels like they don't die too quickly, but they're also not complete bullet sponges. And so it leads to fights being rewarded through strategy, good positioning, and overall big brain plays. I am in love, completely head over heels for the fluent movement system in this game. The way you jump, the sliding, the sprinting, which is very controversial with Halo, but times are moving forward, and not being able to sprint, I don't know, I just feel like Halo can be tweaked to make sprinting a natural evolution of the series, and I think Infinite nails it on the head here. The movement system is really fun, and it can be used to either distance yourself from or engage and close distance in fights. We've not really seen much fluent movement like this in Halo, and I'm all for this. The maps feel bigger to compensate for it, and I'm more more than happy that it's like that. The sliding feels good. It doesn't feel super over the top or anything. It feels like you can use sliding to get the upper hand. Maybe you can close the distance or get the jump on someone, slide around a corner maybe, and so it avoids being broken, which is something that I like. But whether you're a big fan of sprinting or not in your Halo game, I think it's safe to come together and agree that without sprinting in the game, sliding wouldn't feel anywhere near as good. I'm a very big mobility guy in FPS games, especially with the more FPS games I play that have good movement systems, which is a big reason why I'm such an Apex Legends guy, because the movement and the way the combat flows with it, it feels so clean. And so when it comes to Infinite's movement system, I can't help but praise it enough. I want to talk about the 12v12 modes, which are the big team battles. They are just insane, and that's where most of the fun comes in Halo Infinite, in my opinion. That and Ranked, which I haven't played Ranked yet, so I don't want to give an opinion on it. I'm a little bit scared to go there right now, but I've heard positive things about Ranked, and I've heard that it's a good time, especially if you want to take that competitiveness up to the next level. But in my opinion, from what I've played so far, 12v12 big team battles is where it's at. And these matches are easily where the most chaos happens, and given the sandboxy type of element, where you pick weapons up, pick grenades up, and there's a bunch of variety there, with teams of 12, this is where that Halo chaos just comes full force. There's explosions, people jumping super high, people sprinting around with energy swords and gravity hammers just waiting for the next victim, dead Spartans ragdolling across the map. It is insane, and I am all for it. I love that kind of stuff, and Halo has always nailed that kind of thing, but with Infinite, with the big player teams, it's just really fun. And although I do think that the core gameplay loop of Halo Infinite's multiplayer is really fun, I'm not blind to the fact that it could get stale over time. It can easily be worked around with some new ideas, maybe a couple new game modes, some limited time events, something like that. And I've got to bring this up whilst the iron is hot, okay? This has been a very hot topic as of late regarding Halo Infinite, and this is if a battle royale should be put into the game. Now, I don't think it needs a battle royale, but whilst I was playing it, I realized, yeah, a BR would work pretty well with Halo. When I first heard the idea before playing Halo Infinite, I was like, no, this will not be good. The shield system, the weapon pickups, the big gamer moves that you can pull off, and the vehicles as well. I don't really think there's any denying that a BR wouldn't work with Halo, but I don't think it needs one. If they added one, I wouldn't exactly be mad about it. I'd give it a shot. It's definitely just some food for thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so tell me in the comments what you think a BR in Halo would be like. In my opinion, Halo's multiplayer being free has never been a better decision, although it does come with the cost of the cosmetics and stuff, but they are optional, so I don't really think it's that bad a thing. And we do also have the battle pass, which I hate that every game nowadays has a battle pass, but at the same time, there's no denying that it's a good system that rewards playtime, and if you complete the battle pass, you really are getting your money's worth. Now, the problem lies within the playtime not equivalating to the amount of tiers you go up in. The XP is not given out very plentifully, and it leads to snail pace progression, and it feels like a real struggle to level up the battle pass, and it's mainly reliant on challenges, and I've done quite a few challenges, and I'm only tier 4, and according to Steam, I'm 10.5 hours into the game. But all of that time, although admittedly some of it will just be in lobbies, to only be tier 4, there's something wrong with the progression there. Either give us more challenges or just give out more XP. Bonus match XP would be a blessing, which leads me to the conclusion that I'm not going to be spending any money on the battle pass until that gets fixed. And I think the other issue I have with Halo Infinite multiplayer is that the vehicles just feel way too flimsy. It feels like they're made out of cardboard or something. If they get shot only a couple of times, they just set on fire and then blow up, and so it doesn't feel like they're used for combat anymore. It just feels like they're used more for transport. So most of the time, I'll just save myself the effort and just walk. Maybe just buff the health a little bit, a tiny little bit on the vehicles to make them not feel so flimsy. And other than that, I think Halo Infinite is going in a very strong direction with its multiplayer. But anyways, I'm going to leave this video here today. This one's been a bit of a different one from Zombies, but I've just really been enjoying Halo Infinite, and I just thought I'd give some of my thoughts. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Zombies is just not in a good place right now, so I just need some time to think of some videos to do. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button, comment your thoughts on Halo Infinite down below, and if you would like any new content, then please do tell me, whether you comment or like the video. And only a very small percentage of people are even subscribed to the channel, so if you've made it this far, far, then be sure to subscribe, you won't regret it. Turn on the notification bell too to stay notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.